And on the other side of the world, this just in, Kurdish forces are retreating from more territories in northern Iraq, one day after Iraqi government soldiers retook the oil-rich city of Kirkuk, which had been claimed by the Kurds. Both sides clashing over control of land for decades, but they've always backed the U.S. in the fight against the Islamic State.
We don't like the fact that they're clashing. We're not taking sides, but we don't like the fact that they're clashing. We've had for many years very good relationship with the Kurds, as you know, and we've also been on the side of Iraq. Even though we should have never been in there in the first place, we should never have been there, but we're not taking sides in that battle.
Joining us now, Mark Dubowitz, CEO of the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. This administration is kind of in a box. The Kurds have always been allies of the United States, but always part of Iraq. Now they want to separate from Iraq, and the administration is left to figure out who to back. It's decided to back nobody at this point.
Yeah, John, I think it's a mistake, actually. I mean, I think what's happening right now, we have to understand that this is not about Arabs and Kurds. What this is about is the Islamic Republic of Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps, the IRGC, versus America. This is about the head of their Quds force, Qasem Soleimani, versus General Mattis. And this is about the supreme leader of Iran, Ali Khamenei, versus Donald Trump. This is about Iran on the offensive in the region against one of our closest allies that's fed and bled beside us in battling ISIS. And America needs to be no better friend, no worse enemy.
So Iranian forces are participating in this battle against the Kurds?
Absolutely. This battle has been orchestrated by Qasem Soleimani, who's the head of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Quds Force. He is a notorious character. He's somebody who has led the Iranian offensive in the Middle East, and he's working very closely with the Iraqi security forces and these popular mobilization forces, which are these Shiite militias, in order to lead this offensive against pro-American secular Kurds who, as I said, have fought with us against ISIS and have been one of our closest allies.
So the Iranians have joined forces with the Iraqi army to defeat the Islamic State. Now that is largely accomplished within Iraq, they're turning their attention on the Kurds?
They're turning their attention to the Kurds. And this is Qasem Soleimani's response to Donald Trump's speech on Friday on Iran. I mean, what he's effectively trying to do is kill Donald Trump's Iran policy before it even takes off. On Friday, the president was very bold in saying that we're going to announce a policy using all instruments of national power to neutralize and roll back Iranian aggression in the region and target it globally. This is Qasem Soleimani and the Supreme Leader's response to Donald Trump on Monday, which is to back an aggression and an offensive against pro-American Kurds, take more territory and expand their territorial ambitions in the Middle East.
So how do you see this thing ending? I mean, do the Kurds, it appears that the Kurds have kind of been set back on their heels militarily, even though they are fierce fighters. If the Iraqi government wins here, do the Kurds wind up under some kind of, Iranian occupation?
Well, it may be the end of their Kurdistan, and maybe the end of not only their dreams, but this autonomous territory that they've carved out for themselves. Look, they also badly miscalculated. I mean, they pushed ahead with this referendum despite the United States telling them not to and warning that things like this would actually take place. But you know what? That's water under the bridge. It's happened. We've got to move on, and the United States has got to establish credible deterrence, and we got to send a credible threat to the Iranians and others that we will not allow our ally, the Kurds, who have fought with us, to be defeated. And again, we cannot have a policy to neutralize Iranian aggression on Friday and then be complicit in Iranian aggression on Monday. So
the president has decertified the Iran deal. He said again yesterday that he would consider completely wiping it off the table to the extent possible. And this is part of the Iranian response to his actions.
There was always going to be an Iranian response to his actions. Not only did he do that on Friday, where he decertified the deal, which was the right move to say that this deal is not in the vital national security interest of the United States, unless this deal is fixed so that Iran doesn't have patient pathways to nuclear weapons and intercontinental ballistic missiles. But he also rolled out this very comprehensive policy, and he designated the Revolutionary Guards as a terrorist organization. Well, on Monday now, the Revolutionary Guards are showing once again why they're a terrorist organization and why they're such a significant threat to the national security of the United States and our allies. And we have to, again, send a message of clear deterrence that we're not going to allow the Revolutionary Guards, Qasem Soleimani, and these Shiite militias to continue their revolutionary ambitions and their aggression against U.S. allies. Again, we've got to be no better friend, no worse enemy.
So if you were advising the administration, what would you tell them to do? How should they respond?
Well, the first step, listen, is de-escalation. The second step is the Iranians are always going to take advantage of any kind of disunity. That's their MO. That's what they're going to exploit. We've got to try and unite the Kurds, who are right now divided. The Iranians are very successfully exploiting divisions within the Kurdish community. And third is we've got to send a message of American military deterrence, that we're not going to allow this to occur. We're not going to allow the Iranians now to move with the Iraqis and Shiite militias into Erbil, which is the center of this Kurdish autonomous region and a very important city of the Kurds. They've lost their historic homeland in Kirkuk, but we cannot allow the Kurds to lose Erbil as well. That would be a major blow for U.S. interests in the region, for U.S. national security, and a big boon for the Iranians and the Revolutionary Guard Corps.
What a mess with the Iranians involved. Mark Dubowitz, the Foundation for Defense of Democracies. Mark, thank you.